city of Independence announcing plans now to remove its 10 or so flock cameras.
Yeah, but the city's mayor thinks that these license plate readers are really helpful, a helpful tool, a useful tool for police. WLWT News 5's Todd Dykes live for us in Independence tonight with both sides of the debate. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Sheree and Mike. Yeah, the mayor of this city of about 30,000 people says the cameras really have helped his police department solve crimes, but he says listening to residents, that matters more than his own point of view. This solar-powered set of eyes in the sky and at least 14 others like it will be coming down in Independence in the next few weeks.
I think it's a good idea to pull them out. I mean, I just think there's too much surveillance, and who knows what they'll come up with.
Gene Brown and Robert Franklin are among those who were glad to hear Independence Mayor Chris Reinersman say license plate reading cameras made by Flock Safety will be taken out of service.
I really don't understand what they really need them for, honestly. In this case, you're really trying to put them in badder neighborhoods, which I don't really find any of those in Independence, Kentucky.
It's gotten a lot of attention. People have strong feelings.
During a public meeting last week, Reinersman listened as neighbors shared concerns about data collection and privacy issues. The mayor said he had similar questions before Independence embraced flock cameras 3 years ago.
I'm fortunate. I'm in a position where I can get answers to my questions very quickly, which I was able to do at the time. If you're starting from scratch, there's so much information out there, and you know what's real, what's not real, and everything else.
Even though Reinersman values the camera's crime-fighting and people-finding capabilities, they'll be coming down because that's what most of the people who've spoken out want.
I'm against the flock, especially in communities like this. I may have a little better understanding of it in larger cities and communities, metro areas, but I don't think they're necessary for out here.
Now, Mayor Reinersman says flock cameras here have averaged about 1 to 1.5 confirmed hits a month. That means that he says, as a result, that 1 or 2 times a month, police have solved crimes that they might not have solved otherwise if it were not for the cameras that will soon be going away. For now, reporting live tonight here in Independence, Todd Dykes, WWT News 5.
Yeah, several northern Kentucky communities doing the same thing. All right, Todd.